Throughout the 1920s and 1930s, small-town banks in the Midwestern states of Kansas, Oklahoma, and Nebraska were regularly held up by criminals. Hundreds of bank robberies occurred in Kansas by the middle of the year 1933. Unable to afford the outrageous prices of insurance policies that failed to cover their losses, many rural banks took the responsibility upon themselves to ensure the security of their funds. Small towns at the time lacked a significant police force, so banks kept small arsenals of shotguns and rifles at the ready to stop robbery attempts. Vigilante groups were formed by citizens dedicated to protecting the banks in their communities. As a result, many bank robbers fled without stealing a dime, or they were killed in their attempts. Located in Altamont, Kansas, Labette County State Bank was a small-town bank where Ike McCarty worked as a cashier alongside his wife, Colleen, who was an assistant cashier. Ike McCarty's father was the vice president of the bank. On July 14, 1933, while the members of the McCarty family were preparing to open the bank for business, Ike spotted a brand-new Ford coupe with Oklahoma plates drive slowly past the bank's front window. As the automobile turned around and parked in front of the bank, Ike told Colleen, "I'm going upstairs." Suspecting that the men could be bank robbers, Ike entered a small room located above the vault. The room featured a small window with a curtain for concealment. The entirety of the bank's interior could be seen from the window. The room also contained a shotgun, a rifle, and a well-stocked supply of ammunition. Just minutes before the bank's opening, two escaped convicts named Kenneth Kahn and Alvis Payton exited the car parked out front and approached the bank's locked door. Kahn tapped on the glass door until Colleen came over and opened it. "I know we're a little early, but we'd like to make a deposit," Payton said. "That's okay," Colleen replied, walking back to the teller cage and handing a deposit slip to Payton. Kahn pulled out a gun, and Colleen pressed the silent alarm without either man noticing. The silent alarm alerted the police as well as area business owners that the bank was being robbed. Nearly a dozen local shopkeepers grabbed their guns and headed towards the bank. After pressing the alarm, Colleen then instinctively held up her hands. "Put 'em up," Kahn snarled while pointing a handgun at her. "I've already got 'em up," Colleen answered calmly. "I saw your gun." Payton headed to the rear of the bank and entered the conference room where the bank president, vice president, and a mailman were visiting with one another. "This is a stick-up," Payton shouted, waving a gun at them. Initially, the three men assumed he was joking. "Stick 'em up or I'll kill you," Payton threatened. The men complied as the robber led them out of the conference room and ordered them to sit behind the teller cage. Waiting upstairs, Ike expected the robbers to herd the employees into the vault, which would allow him an opportunity for a clear shot. Tipped off by the silent alarm, armed citizens ran up to the bank. 4 gunshots rang outside the bank. To the bank robbers' horror, all 4 wheels on their getaway car had been shot out. Kahn grabbed Colleen, taking her hostage, and began heading towards the bank's entrance. Payton was walking ahead of the pair when Ike fired a shotgun blast at the man's face. Payton's body crumpled to the floor. Kahn assumed the gunshots came from outside. Kahn ordered Ike McCarty's father to make them stop shooting into the bank, or he would kill Colleen. "I'll have to go outside to do that," the elder McCarty replied. "Well, go out and tell them to stop and then come back in," shouted Kahn. Upstairs, Ike switched from the shotgun to his rifle to reduce the risk of hitting his wife. Slowing his breathing, Ike squeezed off a shot that struck Kahn in the head. Colleen yelled, "Don't shoot! I'm still back here." As Kahn lay on the floor, a second rifle shot rang out, hitting Kahn just below the heart and killing him. The armed citizens outside the bank inquired, "Is it okay to come in?" "Yeah, I got 'em both," Ike said as he walked down to the bank lobby. Though Payton had received a devastating wound to his head, he was still breathing and begged Ike to take him to a hospital. "I've got $1,500, Payton said. Payton was treated at the Oswego County Hospital in Lansing. He survived, but was left permanently blind from the shotgun wounds to his face. After serving 8 years in prison for the robbery, Payton received parole, but was sent to Leavenworth Prison on a federal charge of bootlegging. On June 29, 1957, Peyton received a pardon and was released. For his heroic actions, Ike received a $500 reward and a stunning bouquet of flowers. A month after the attempted robbery, Ike McCarty was visiting the Chicago World's Fair when a reporter recognized him and began asking questions about the robbery. McCarty modestly sidestepped the reporter's questions and stated how much he was enjoying the World's Fair. If you would like to hear more true crime stories like this one, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.